Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, this is the Split Fam. For anybody who doesn't know, I am Split Personality, also known as Amanda. Today, this video is a little bit of how I got here. Last month was all about Halloween when I started my channel. So now we're going to do a little bit of how I got here, all the basic stuff that I do with like skincare, my foundation routine, makeup routines, all that kind of fun stuff, my favorite products and all that. And then we'll get into more tutorials and stuff like that and whatnot. But today we're going to do a little bit of how I got here. We're going to make this as short and sweet as possible because you know me, I can chat, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to be here for forever and ever. So we're going to keep this as minimal as possible with just the basic facts without too much detail and whatnot for you. So, for most of my working career, I have about 10 to 12 years of retail experience under my belt. And it's anywhere from clothing, we'll say like Kohl's, Best Buy, that kind of stuff. So I've done anything from regular department stuff to a selling experience. And I've done really well for myself. But one of the biggest hiccups we've had is throughout the years we have found that my kids have had special needs. And it stemmed with, I have two with autism, ADHD, anxiety, and I have one with ADD. And those are the primary diagnoses in my house that we deal with on the daily. Now, everything is a pretty mild case and it's been pretty manageable. The only thing is it's been pretty hard to work as I get daily phone calls and whatnot. So about 3 years ago, I was working for a small mobile Best Buy store, any local mall, and they had decided to close it down. And right around the same time they were closing it down, things were getting pretty intense at home with all the needs that were going on and figuring things out as we were just getting diagnoses for some of the kids, and we're going through a lot of different therapies with different doctors just to get everybody back on track with where they needed to be, which was all going really well. It was just a lot of appointments and missing school and getting the school on board with helping everybody, which was fine, but it's a lot of meetings, a lot of missing work, and getting people to be there when my kids needed the help, which was fine. It was working. It was just very stressful. And so about that time when things were getting really hard, they decided to close down the store. And so I took it more as a blessing in disguise and decided, instead of moving to another store, which I'd been a part of before, but didn't feel it was a good fit for my family at that time. We took a severance package and I had left completely to be home with my family, which was a big change because I've always been a worker. I like working. It was very hard at first, just the adjustment, because it's just a different world than what you're used to as a parent who's always worked to support your family and whatnot. So I was home taking care of everybody, and it's been a hard couple years as life goes on, you go up and down, up and down. And so over time, I've reconnected with one of my high school friends. Her name is Sarah. And I've always been into makeup. I was always doing different colors and mixing them and putting glitter on. And back in the day, like, we didn't have glitter glue and stuff like that. I would use chapstick. You put it on with some chapstick and it would set it, but it would crease and it would like smear down throughout the day and everything. And I'd be like, oh, your wing's so sharp, or oh, I love the colors you're using. It makes your eyes pop and stuff like that. And I've always been into that. But it's mostly eye work. I didn't do a lot of foundation. I didn't do brows. I mean, that wasn't big back in the day. Like, we're talking like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. So me and Sarah reconnected, and she's always been like super big into makeup. I'm like, oh girl, put me on. So we started talking and stuff like that. And I was finally like really getting into it in depth. And I'm watching all these different makeup artists, and I was just like, oh, I love this. Like, I've always been into it, and I'm like, I need to dive in. it's time to like figure this out and see what I want to do and whatnot. I was like, okay. So she started teaching me more and more about it, and I'm trying out products. Let me tell you, the first thing about makeup is figuring out products that work for your skin. What type of skin you have, what skin type you have. Girl, oh, that's stressful. But yeah, I've gone through all types of products just like you guys do. You feel like you're wasting your money, you're wasting these products, and it's so stressful. But so you're doing all the products, you're finding stuff that you like, you're learning how to use that, different ways to try products and put them on your face and apply them and everything. And I loved it. And then I'm like, oh, but I like Halloween. I've always loved Halloween, and I never super branched out into it until now. My mom's like, where did this love for Halloween come? I'm like, girl, it's just been bottled up, and now I'm finally letting it out. And so when I decided to start Split Personality, it was about 1.5 years ago. It's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years. Valentine's Day is when I launched it. So it's been almost 2 years. Excuse me, I have hair. It's been almost 2 years. And it took me a while to find a name I was comfortable with, because everybody does makeup with so-and-so, glam by so-and-so. And I'm sitting there going, it's so unoriginal at this point. And I wanted something that would describe my brand as a whole. I'm not just glam. Do I do glam? Sure. Is it my choice? My real big choice? No, I'm not. I don't consider my everyday makeup a glam, just because it's so out of the box for most people. Most people don't do, at least in my area, do a super bold lip the way I would do it and whatnot. I feel like my makeup is just different, and that's fine. I'm like totally cool with it and whatnot. My primary focus wasn't on so much the glam side, but the more I got into it, I realized I had to make sure I put emphasis on the glam side too, because my Split fam didn't want just gore. They didn't want just Halloween looks and whatnot and everything. And I want to cater to everybody. I want to make sure that I'm hitting points with everybody and whatnot. So the more I learn about my Split fam, the more I realized what I needed to do, and the more polls I'm doing, the more I'm realizing what you guys want. And I want to make sure we're hitting on what you want, but same stuff that I can give you guys, because I have learned the proper things to do so. And when I don't want to feed you guys bullshit, and I don't want to do things to upset you guys if I don't know it properly, or if I can't teach you properly from what I've learned, because I'm self-taught. So I don't have all the background knowledge. Not that I wouldn't go to school for it. It's just not an option at this point. And not that I won't in the future. It's just right now, family comes first before anything. And I know you guys completely understand that more than anything. Because anytime that I get stuck in a rut and I've let you guys know, even though I don't give you the details, you guys are more than supportive. You guys have had my back 100%. There's times that you guys have had my back more than other people that I would expect to. So I appreciate you guys more than anything. But I would say 1 year before I decided to start Split was when I really started dabbling in makeup seriously and trying new looks and whatnot. And I'm sitting going, this is it for me. I've always had a creative side, and in high school I took every creative artsy-fartsy class that I could, and I've always loved to be crafty and whatnot. And anytime I've been able to dabble in something crafty, it's always been a different, I've always been able to take it and put my own twist on it to make it something unique, which is what I've always really loved. And crafting has always been my escape from reality, I guess. Everybody's got a way to escape and just like let it all go, and just, you feel this overwhelming sense of calm. Like, hey girl, you brought it back down to reality. You're cool now. Like, go handle your shit. Go be the boss ass bitch that you need to be to handle the situation that you just needed to like from. You know what I'm saying? And if I knew back in high school that someone was like, you know what, you've got the creative itch, take that and run, I would have done that. But back in high school, it was, you need to go to college. You need to do something that gets money. You need to do X, Y, Z. And back in high school, being a makeup artist wasn't so much of an option. It wasn't so big back then. And it's being a makeup artist has flourished so much in the last couple of years, and you just watch it grow and grow. You guys see how much makeup they're putting out year after year after year, and they're pushing it insane. And anything that one brand puts out, every brand puts out in their own way times 10, and it's everywhere. And it's overwhelming for me to watch. I'm sitting there, I want this, I want this, I want this, and you just go, that's not reality. You can't have it all. You could try, but you stick to the brands and the products that you know, that you trust, that you love. And so I wish back in high school that someone told me, you've got that creative itch. If I knew what I knew today, I would have followed my creative space, my creative heart, to find what I wanted. I always wanted back in the day to go towards fashion. It was always my thing. I loved fashion and clothes and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like the same realm almost, just slightly different, obviously. But for years I played with, well, what can I do to help support my family? It's me and my kids. Yes, I'm a single mom, for those who don't know. I don't put my personal business out there so much, but I am a single mom. I have 3 amazing kids. Even though they have special needs, let me tell you, they kick ass on the daily. We have our hard times, but they're phenomenal. But it's always, what's the next step to help take care of my family? So I thought about nursing and being a CNA or a medical assistant, and what's the quickest way to go through these programs to help take care of them, and what's daycare, and what's this. And as the years have gone on, I've seen what my kids need. My kids needed me home. So a couple years ago, I made a decision to stay home. And my situation is not ideal, but I'm doing it. And I'm home, and I'm following a dream that I'm finally comfortable with. And I can't tell you how rewarding and how fulfilling it's been. It hasn't been easy, but there isn't a moment that I want to give up. There isn't a moment that I'm unsatisfied. There's a look, you might do looks and you go, oh, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But it doesn't discourage me. It doesn't make me want to stop. It makes me push. All right, try something else the next day. You can come back to this next week and you're going to kill it next week, because that's what you do. That's what you're capable of. I know what I'm capable of, and I've never given up on what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I think because I am self-confident in myself and I'm assured in what I'm capable of doing, I'm able to do those things. And being self-confident and assured in yourself, you have to find within yourself. It's not something you're gonna get from somebody else. It's not something that someone else can give you. It's something you have to find within yourself so you can be comfortable in what you're doing. And being home and doing this, I have to be self-motivated. I don't have someone telling me every day, Amanda, get up and do a look. Amanda, get up and do a video. Your split family is looking for you to do this. And you know what? This person reached out for you for a product. You need to review it and do a video. Get up and do that. I have to get up and do that. I'm going through my own medical battle, and I'm still getting up and doing it. My kids are going through their own medical battle, and we're still getting them up, and they're still doing what they need to do. So it's the same mentality. We all go through things. It's up to us to be the change within ourselves, and the change within ourselves will radiate throughout the world. And my goal with Split is to be the change as much as I can. I can't sit here and look at this negative world and put out negative energy when I have this platform. This platform is important. This platform is serious. It's serious because you can reach so many people on it. And I would never want to give you guys false hope. I want to give you reality. And I'm going to be as open and as raw as I possibly can for each and every one of you throughout my step. I might not give you all my personal details, but I'm going to give you as much of my raw details that I can about myself. If I could have told you back when I graduated high school, if someone told me you got the creative itch, you've got it, take that and run, I would have. It would have saved me 10 years of everything. I got great experience with all my work history, and that kind of stuff is going to help me today. But I might have been in a better position had I done this 10 years ago. My kids might have been in a better position 10 years ago. But I'm here now. I'm 32. You don't see me giving up just because I'm a little bit older than the rest of the girls out here doing it now. These girls, some of them are still in high school. You read their profiles, they're in high school starting this. Some of them were just out of high school doing this. You ain't gonna see me giving up just because these girls are younger than me. I might not go to college until my kids are all 18 because they need me. But I'm sitting here doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I might not go to college till I'm 40. I'll be in there, the oldest woman in the room, and I will do it. Because that's what I'm going to do. We have pushed Split in more ways than I anticipated this year. And I am forever grateful for that. I've pushed myself and Split in ways that I would never do. I went to Ipsy's Creator Day knowing 0 people. I traveled with my father, who helped me get up there for the day, so I didn't travel by myself. And I walked up to people and introduced myself and met them, which I would never do because I am not a social person like that with people I don't know. And you know what? I made amazing friends who I'm still interacting with regularly on social media platforms. I was able to start YouTube this year, which is another big jump because I had such anxiety around that. But I did it. I took on my first clients this year. That's big. That's big. And it's so many different ways to take one dream, branch it out, and turn it into an empire. And you guys need to think the same way, the same exact way. All coming from me losing my job, from a choice that I didn't have a choice from, to going, I need to stay home with my kids, and how am I going to provide? I followed something I've always loved. I ran into a best friend who I hadn't run into him for years, who is now my neighbor. And here I am, years later, doing what I love, and I don't regret a damn thing that I've been working towards and doing for this last year and a half with Split. I don't regret anything. It's been nothing but blessing upon blessing upon blessing. And I don't want any of you to ever give up on anything that you want. I don't care how old, how young you are, how untalented you feel like you are. You got to stop comparing yourself and just look at yourself and go, I'm going to get better. I'm going to do this. Set a goal for yourself. Work on it. Work. You will get there. It's up to you to make that happen. It's up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to her. It's not up to them. It's up to you. I made myself better because I wanted it. I was hungry enough to go take it. I'm taking it. I'm taking all of it. You can take all of it. I know you can. You got to be hungry enough. Hungry. I think that I'm done with the lecture today. I feel like I just lectured everybody. But yeah, that's the gist of the story. Basics. But if anybody has questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Like, seriously. DM me on Instagram, whatever it is. Share this video, please. I want people to know, like, it's not just my story, but it's about following your heart, your dreams, what you're good at. What is your gift? My gift is creativity. I can take anything. I can sit here and craft up a million things. And when I get into a rut with my makeup, I go to a craft and I can make it happen. And then I come back to my makeup. And that's the thing. I can craft. I can add things for my costumes and my pieces and my looks that will help my looks get better. Use your gift. Use it. And if you get stuck, hit up a friend that's got that niche. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect at everything. Use your resources. I have friends who hit me and go, I need your input. You've got that extra oomph that I need. Hit me up. Hit me up. I have this idea. This is what I've done. What do I need to make it go? Hit me up. Let me know. I'll give you my input. You don't have to like my input and you don't have to use it. But sometimes you need another perspective to help you get there. You just need a little something. Little. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your resources. That's the biggest thing that you can do. Use your resources around you. Your friends. Other people that reach out to you all the time. I have people that reach out to me all the time wanting input. How do you do this? How do you do that? What's your setup look like? What's this going on? It doesn't mean my setup and what I do is perfect or perfect for your scenario, but it gives you an idea of what I'm doing or what somebody else is doing. And then you can look at it and go, okay, this is how so-and-so has it set up. So let me try it a little bit similar or adjust it to the space that I have, or try this because that's their outlook. You know what I'm saying? Just don't give up. I've seen people give up because of things that are not in control for them. And I hate to see that. That is the worst feeling, because I'm sitting there going, people I thought would never give up have done that. And I'm just like, oh, all the work you've put in, your passion, your heart that was like put there, and I could see how happy they were, and they've walked away. I could never walk away, not only from the makeup, but from all of you. Because you guys are my soul. You light a fire within me. And even though I'm not posting, I'm talking to you guys regularly. I'm posting videos if I can. I'm talking to people on Twitter and Facebook. And it's constant. I need you guys as much as you need me. Like, it's a family thing for me. I'm constantly talking to my family. I'm constantly talking to you guys just as much as I talk to my family. I go on my Facebook feed now and it's negative. It's so negative. So I sit on my makeup page because it's positive. It's happy, because that is what I've made it. I want it happy. I know you guys want it happy. I don't even pay attention to the makeup drama anymore. I don't want the drama. I don't want any of it. You know? I mean, that's just how I feel about it. So, I think I'm done rambling now. Thank you guys for listening to my mini story. How I got here, why I'm here, how I feel about some of this stuff going on. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I can't tell you guys enough. I will tell you every day till I die. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Again, as always, I am so thankful for y'all. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you for listening to the little bit of how I got here, why I'm here, how I feel about things and life and whatnot. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, because YouTube doesn't give anybody notifications even when you hit the bell sometimes. So, you know, smash the bell on the bottom wherever it's located, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you guys so much. Leave some love on the bottom. Make sure to share this. Like, I seriously, this is one of the videos I really want to get shared and out there. Even though it's a little bit about me, I feel like it's important that some people hear some of this. I want you to follow your heart, what you feel like makes you happy. That's going to make you, help you get into the world earlier in life. If people told me some of the things that I know now in high school, I would be on a different path today and probably further than what I am. But that is okay, because boss ass bitches rise to the occasion. That's just what we do. So anyway, thank you guys so very much. I love you all. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.